welcome to cybersport.com. My name is Risk, and I'm here with Adam Friberg, of course, recently NIP, now working as an analyst here at ESL One Cologne. First off, congratulations on the gig, and I want to ask, how's it for you to come in as a player and now working as an analyst?
It's different, of course. I mean, used to be playing at the events. Now I'm here watching all the games. So yeah, it's more watching CS, talking about CS, and just trying to dig into every game and see if I can find some important facts or fun facts to talk about. Longer days. Been working 12, 13 hours almost every day. But it's fun. I'm not used to it. But a great bunch of guys I'm doing the analyst with, yeah, it's just been fun so far.
So far, also, all the guys online in Twitch channel already have been saying that you, especially you, have been doing a very good job on the desk. Do you agree with that? And do you think that this analyst kind of job could maybe be a future for you? Maybe not now, but maybe a few years later?
I mean, I still feel a bit uncomfortable doing it, I must say. I mean, I've been doing a lot of interviews on stage, like in front of all the people, but it's still weird, like just standing on an analyst desk. But I'm getting more and more used to it, I think. I just maybe need to be more relaxed, but it's fun. I mean, I definitely want to do more of it, but when, I don't know, like if I'm going to keep on playing or not. So we'll see what the future holds.
So talking about you coming into this analyst, of course, everyone knows it was because what happened with NIP, the team decided to pick up 2 new players. Can you kind of give us like your insight on how that all went down?
I mean, it's all coming down to the results, right? I mean, we had a very poor performance the whole year, so we really felt that something needed to be done, and especially when we're out of the minor qualifier. I mean, we all kind of felt that something really needs to happen right now, because it's not fun spending all those hours and you get like no payback, right? You're getting no results in your favor. So yeah, of course it's sad, but I mean, something had to be done, and it was like everyone agreed with it.
So talking about your future specifically, because now you've done this, and of course, I'm guessing you still want to do like play as a player. I think that's everyone who works in esports, and especially CSGO, if they can play, they want to play. Is that your plan from now on?
I'm not too sure what the future holds. I mean, in a way, I still want to play, but it's also maybe I don't want to build something from scratch. Maybe if there's already a structured team, maybe have a slot for me. Maybe I'll join in that, but we'll see. I mean, I haven't even decided yet what I want to do. But it's starting to itching my fingers, like I really, really want to play. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds.
We're talking about the game, because of course we have ESL One Cologne right now, but after this we have the major coming up. Who would be your favorite to grab the title there?
I mean, of course I have to pick some team of the big 3 or 4 right now. It's going to be like SK, FaZe, Astralis, maybe even G2. It feels like they're on a day-to-day basis. It's hard to predict what they're going to play like, but I mean, it's exciting to see what Astralis can bring to the table, because they decided not to come here. They've been having a boot camp right now in their office. So maybe they are super prepared. Maybe they have some awesome new strats coming into the major. We'll see. But SK is one of those teams where you cannot really anti-strat. They're just super good on mid-round calling. So I mean, if SK wins here in Cologne, I think they're going to be hard to stop at the major as well, with all the confidence and all the momentum going into that tournament.
4 titles in a row is the potential for SK, because they're wondering DreamHack Summer, ECS. If they win here, also the major?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a bold statement, but I do agree with it, because as you say, the mid-round calling and the way they just play around each other is hard to stop specifically. Before we end off, I want to ask you a little bit of a question here, because I think some of the things that are not always covered in interviews and in general right now in CS, it's the early days of CSGO. Back before we were in arenas like this, and everyone still was at the local LANs. In the beginning, back in 2012, when NIP formed, before the team was even formed, or the organization with Heaton, can you give us a little bit of kind of a story of how that all happened?
I mean, when CSGO was announced, I remember being back in ESWC 2011. Valve was there, and they gave all the pro players, they gave them beta keys to CSGO. We just kind of kept, like, it wasn't released, but we got the beta key. So it was in Copenhagen Games 2012, early spring. We talked with some 1.6 players. I played Source back then, so we talked to Forest, Exist, we talked to Get Right about playing some CSGO together, making see how the game is and everything like that. So we all got back, and just more and more people joined in. We're starting doing gathers and mixes in CSGO, and that's kind of just how I got into the team. I started to play a lot with them, and it went very well for me in the beginning of CSGO. It was a lot similar like CS Source, so I mean, I had a big advantage there from the get-go, but it was fun in the beginning. I mean, it's still fun, but just at that point, playing with all the big names from 1.6, just coming in and playing mixes and stuff like that. So that's kind of how it got started. And then, I mean, Get Right and Forest and Exist, they were forming a team. And I was just trying all I could to get a spot in the team, and eventually I got it right. And that's kind of how NIP formed. And I mean, I guess the history tells the rest, right?
Yeah, so thank you so much for the interview. I wish you, of course, the best of luck here. And also, if you decide to go pro, I'm always going to be rooting for you, you know that. But best of luck in the future, Adam. And to all you guys at home, stay tuned to cybersport.com.